TSR Pest Control Animal Proofing House Foundation against raccoons, squirrels, rats, chipmunks, but most importantly skunks. Owners of the house put an extension, as you can see. This is a very common scenario in Toronto and other GTA neighborhoods. So the owners of the house put an extension. The original part of the house has a foundation which prevents animals from burrowing in and going inside under the floor and nesting there and utilizing the heat that escapes from the house. So what bothers the homeowner in this case, again, this is a scenario that we come across every week. Several similar situations, clients dealing with similar situations call us for a consultation and animal removal and animal proofing services. As you can see, there's a massive gap that extends all the way through the addition part of the house. So the steel plate on which the brick wall is built, the steel plate or the beam, the steel beam is sitting on the concrete, and it's also sitting on the footings, right? And skunks are going on there, they're living deep inside, and from time to time there are other wildlife that come and get in that space, and then there are fights between skunks and other animals, and the skunks naturally spray to get the other animals out, and that spray goes into the house. It spreads through the house and it lingers for days and weeks at a time. This is a very common scenario, and we've also seen raccoons destroying the insulation under the floor, and in some cases we've even seen raccoons scraping at plywood and gaining access into the house. So that's also happened. But in this situation we're dealing with skunks. So what do you do when you have a problem like this? I will show you what the solution is. So we need to dig a trench. We removed all the plants, we're gonna plant them back. We dug a trench, and we are installing a cage wire, welded cage wire. As you can see, the welded cage wire is being mounted on the brick, anchored on the brick. So this is a lasting installation. It's not going to separate even decades after. And the cage wire extends 1.5 feet outward. It's L-shaped. So this makes it impossible for any wildlife to gain access into that space. And because this homeowner has a deck, Sal is in the process of animal proofing the deck. We've already dug a similar trench and buried cage wire as you can see here. There are other videos on our YouTube channel that show how this work is done. So the purpose of this video is mainly to show the animal proofing process for the foundation of for homes that are lacking a foundation. That's the main purpose of the video. But because there's a deck that leads into the same space, we have to animal proof the deck as well, to make sure the wildlife doesn't return into under the deck, neither under the deck nor under the home addition that's lacking a foundation, right? It's a careful process. The entire deck has already been trenched and wildlife proofed, and soil has been backfilled. See, there's here the cage wire that is barely visible. In this section we've done the work and we've planted the flowers back. And after we leave, the customer is going to stain the deck. The wood is solid, it's not in bad condition. Some pieces they will change. That kind of work up to the is up to the homeowner. We animal proof decks, sheds and other buildings, but most importantly home additions, house additions, because the worst case scenario is when animals get directly underneath the living space. Now here we have a one-way door that critters can use as an exit. You can see this is how the critters are going to exit the living space, the den. And I will also show you, I'll add to this video a clip of skunks returning. Once they exit, they return and they try to get in, but they give up quickly because it's impossible to penetrate the welded wire. You need tools to get in, and fortunately skunks and raccoons don't have access to those tools. Otherwise we could have some doubt about the durability of the work we do, but because raccoons, skunks and other animals do not know how to use aviation snips and other tools needed to cut the wire, we can give you 100% guarantee that no animal will be able to get back in. And now we're going to complete the rest of the wire installation and backfill the only remaining section, and the customer's job will be done, will be finished, and the customer will become one of countless other satisfied TSR clients who keep referring us to others. TSR pest control and wildlife removal, doing high quality, lasting, durable, guaranteed skunk removal, skunk proofing, raccoon proofing, and in general pest and animal proofing services all across the greater Toronto area. Give us a call and we will be glad to assist you.